Hello everyone, welcome back. Okay, it's time for more of Let's Play Enclosure. Where did we leave off last time? Yeah, last time I said I was going to talk to some of these people in here, and I will, but just before I do that, I did find out at the end of or not at the end, but after recording the previous video, that you can actually take one of the items from this room here. Remember when I looked at the shelves, it said, it gave me a list of things here, and for some reason I just kind of assumed that I couldn't take anything here because, when you try, it just says something like, you don't need it. But there is one item here that you can take, and that is a box of matches. So let's go ahead and just do that now. Let's get some matches. Okay, you take a box of matches off the shelf. And if we press F4 to look at something in our inventory, we can look at the box of matches. In this game, life's like a box of matches. You only got a few, Mike. Use them wisely. I don't think that's true because I think if you die, you can just restore the game. And if you do die, you just get that one life. It's not like it's not like you have several lives. It's not like it's not like Mario Brothers where you have some number of lives and you can die X number of times before the game's over. You just get one life in this game, so I'm not sure what that message was trying to communicate. But let's go ahead and talk to these people here. Did I look at this picture before on the wall? On the left are some photos. This is a not correct use of an apostrophe. On the left are some photos of the station in the making. On the right is a really big picture of its founder, Maxwell Mayfield. And by the way, this is a proper use of an apostrophe because it's a contraction of right is. So yeah, that's Maxwell Mayfield on the right. And let's see, just to refresh our memory, who's here? Who is here in the room? If we press F6, we'll see that William Mayfield is here, Charles Benson, Chin Sung Lee, Ben Green, Owen Carter, and Lisa McIntyre. So let's go ahead and, I think it listed them in order from left to right, which is convenient. So let's go ahead and talk to them. This guy is William, right? Let's go ahead and talk to William. He's too busy talking. Can I interrupt William? What is a interrupt? Well, first of all, it should be what is an interrupt because the word starts with a vowel. Okay, I'm not going to get into a discussion of interrupt requests here. That's kind of a little bit beyond the scope of this video, I think. All right, I guess we can't talk to that guy. Who is the next guy? Is that, okay, that's Charles Benson. Let's go ahead and talk to Charles. He's also too busy talking. Can we kick Charles? Well, can we tap Charles? Tap Charles on shoulder? Do you? I'm going to assume that is this game's response for when it doesn't know a word. Okay, tap Charles on head. Going to guess that this elicits the same response. Yeah, I think maybe you should be asking yourself that, game. All right, I'm going to guess the point is here that we can't talk to those guys. Can we sit here? There appears to be an available seat here. This is not your seat. Well, how do I know which seat is mine? Are they reserved? Are there like placeholder cards on the table? Table's late for breakfast and William Green and blah, blah, blah. All the people are surely enjoying it. Okay, but where is my seat? What's a where? Okay, the game leaves a few things to be desired. See, this is the nice thing about text adventures is that you can type things, but if the game doesn't really take advantage of it and doesn't really recognize what you're typing, then you kind of have some problems. Okay, this fellow is Chin Sung Lee. He's busy eating, and if I talk to Chin, he's too busy talking. He's too busy talking and eating at the same time. That's not only rude, but I think it's also dangerous because you can get some food down your trachea that way. All right, and this next guy was, what's his name again? Ben Green. Okay. Whoops. Pressed enter too soon. Talk to Ben. He's also too busy talking. Okay, can I sit here? No. Okay, I think the way this works is that you can only sit here at the end. Is this seat taken? You ask Lisa McIntyre and you try a smile. No, it's free, Lisa says. All right, I think the point is that you can only sit between these two people and talk to these two people. That's it. So to our, well, To our left as the viewers of the game, but to our character's right is a guy. He looks kind of like he's wearing a gimp suit, but I think that's supposed to be some sort of ceremonial costume. Or is he supposed to be black? I don't know if he is supposed to be black or if he's wearing some kind of a. You know what? I had originally assumed that he was wearing some kind of a hood on his head because that's not really the color that I would use to represent somebody of African origins. I would probably that's more like this kind of red color here. I would rather use this kind of brown color that's around these picture frames. But now that I think about it, I think he's actually supposed to be black or African American or African Greenlander or whatever. So yeah, I remembered it's in Greenland this time. So anyway, let's talk to yeah. I thought I thought for a while that he was actually wearing a red hood over his head and red gloves for some reason, but I think that actually is supposed to indicate that he is a dusky fellow. So let's go ahead and talk to Owen. And he's wait, is this? Oh, this is our character talking now. You seem to be enjoying your breakfast, aren't you, Mr. Carter? Owen Carter swallows a big piece of chicken. I sure am. Watson's a master cook. This chicken is truly delicious. That's just a bit. I was going to say this whole thing about people of African descent enjoying fried chicken a little too much. That's sort of a stereotype. But then again, there are lots of white or Caucasian or European people who like chicken as well. So I guess it's not. It's still kind of a stereotype, but I guess it's not. I mean, it's not really offensive to suggest that he likes chicken, is it? I mean, that's just a normal thing. Lots of people like chicken. All right, and the game did tell us to make sure you talk to characters again and again, because if you continue carrying on conversations, you might find out things that you wouldn't have found out if you'd only talked to them once or twice. So let's keep talking to them until they repeat themselves. I heard you were planning a session later on, Mr. Carter. That's right, Mac. And please, call me Owen. Could you tell me a bit more about the sounds, Owen? I want everyone to be there, Mike, so please inform your lovely girlfriend, Sarah. Oh, maybe he's putting the moves on Sarah. Okay, never mind. Where is the session taking place? I'm not sure yet, but I think the lab will do, or maybe the test lab. We'll be there, Owen. That'll be great, Mike. So we got some points, and can we talk to him some more? Still enjoying that chicken, Owen? I sure am, Mike. I sure am. I'm also giving him sort of a southern. I'm also giving Owen sort of a southern accent because African Americans often have a bit of a southern accent for some reason, which that's again I don't mean it as a stereotype. That's just sort of a common thing. Anyway, let's talk to him again. And I think, okay, it's just the same messages now. So I think that's all we can do with Owen for now. And then we can talk to the woman who is, what's her name? Lisa, I think? Yeah, Lisa McIntyre, spiritual guide. All right, let's talk to Lisa. How's the food, Miss McIntyre? Lisa McIntyre gazingly looks at you. Okay, that's a little bit. Okay.
Mr. Goodman, the food's fine.
Call me Mike, Miss McIntyre. That's how everybody calls me.
But I'm not quite everybody now, am I, Mr. Goodman?
I'm also giving her a southern accent because for some reason I perceive her as sort of a southern lass. Everybody in this game is southern, except Jin because maybe he's South Asian, who knows. You can say that again. I think Lisa's supposed to be a little bit eccentric because she's some kind of a spiritual medium or something. So I think she's supposed to be sort of that, the stereotypical weird character who says strange things and acts strangely and makes people uncomfortable because she's kind of eccentric like that.
Are you as excited as I am in joining this expedition?
I sure am. It's a chance of a lifetime.
I'll say, Miss McIntyre, what's your profession, if I may ask?
I apologize if this voice is getting annoying. I think I just find the voice. I actually do find the voice of Gabriel Knight profoundly annoying in the first game because he just talks like a moron, and he don't make no sense. So I'm doing it for laughs, but let me know if anybody's getting really tired of me beating the joke to death.
I'm a spiritual guide, Mr. Goodman. Many people don't think of that as a profession, but it is.
I agree, Miss McIntyre. Being an adventure game character is a profession as well. Tell me, how did you and William Mayfield meet?
Well, we went to high school together. After we graduated, we both went separate ways. But last week, he suddenly contacted me and told me he was pregnant.
Asking you to join this expedition, I assume.
That's right, Mr. Goodman. He did, and I agreed.
I like that sound effect when you get points. That's pretty awesome. I really like little sound effects like that in games like this. The sound effects seem very simple, and they are. I mean, there's not really much to them, but they mean a lot to me for some reason. I don't know why. I can't really explain why.
Why is it you only drink juice for breakfast?
I'm a light eater, Mr. Goodman. That's all you need to know.
You're a light eater? You mean you can eat light? But light is not substantial. Well, actually, I guess light is substantial because it's made of photons, isn't it? But I don't think you can eat photons. I mean, I guess you can. You can sort of get them into your stomach if you open your mouth. I assume some photons will find their way down there, but I don't think that counts as eating. I think you need more than just light at breakfast. Make sure that you eat a healthy breakfast, kids. It's important. It's the most important meal of the day. Well, sometimes, for some people anyway.
Want some more juice, Miss McIntyre?
That is a very suggestive offer. I have the feeling that there's some sort of quasi sexual or romantic tension going on between these two here.
No, thank you, Mr. Goodman.
Okay, and now we're at the end of that conversation. Well, that was awkward. That was, excuse yourself and leave the table. That was a conversation that, both of them are kind of well, I guess, I mean, Owen's a pretty normal fellow. Other than that, he has a seance. I don't even know what a seance is. I have to admit, I'm not sure what that word means, because our character kept saying session, but then Owen or somebody, one of them mentioned the word seance, and I don't know what that is. And I'm too lazy to look it up right now. I'm sure somebody will look it up and let me know in the comments what it is. Anyway, I don't know if we talked to Frank when we were here, but let's go ahead and do that now. I just want to make sure that we get this out of the way. Let's just talk to Frank, the security guy.
What's this button do, Mr. Bates?
Cram it, Goodman, now!
But I was just...
Leaving, I suppose?
Yeah, something like that.
And if we talk to him again, you open your mouth to speak, but one angry look from Frank Bates is enough to shut you up. All right, and it just repeats after that. All right. Well, let's go ahead and go up here, and I think what I'm supposed to do now is actually pass by the, now that we've talked to everyone whom we can talk to for now, I think we're supposed to pass by the front entrance to the station, if I remember right. And there's nobody here at first, but after a moment, Owen shows up.
Hello, Mike. Boy, that sure was a great breakfast. Can't wait till lunch.
And Mike doesn't say anything to Owen, but that is our cue to let us know that that now the dining area has emptied out. And yeah, all the people here are gone. But if we go into the kitchen, there's a new arrival here. So that's still Watson DeStove washing, I guess he's washing the dishes now, it looks like. And over here we have Sarah. Sarah's having a late breakfast and Watson's doing the dishes. Let's go ahead and talk to Sarah. Is this him talking or her? I don't know. I guess I should say, is that he talking or she talking? I don't know who's doing this, so I'm not sure what voice to use. Okay, that was him.
So he said something like, "Hi, darling, how are you?" So she says,
Hi, Mikey. I came in a little late this morning, but Watson here fixed me a nice breakfast anyway.
um, just what was in this breakfast? I think this is, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is Mike talking because this is information he got from Owen. Oh, before I forget to tell you, there'll be a seance held tonight, and I still don't know what that is, but it'll probably be in the lab.
Ah, thanks for telling me, Mikey. I'll be there.
Hey, Sarah, what is that? You're actually eating something sweet? 'Cause, you're not very sweet and all that. Ha, ha, ha.
Yes, I am. I normally exclude sugar, but Watson made me this great Watson made me this milkshake, and it's just great.
Sarah smiles. Now I would really like to know what is in this milkshake. This sounds very inappropriate, ladies and gentlemen. This sounds like all kinds of things are happening all around. Maybe that's just that's probably, it's probably just my dirty mind at work. I'm probably just assuming that they meant to imply a different type of milkshake. Then let's just move on. Okay, and Watson speaks up suddenly. There are only natural sweets in there, Miss Parker, so don't worry about gaining any weight.
Who says I am, Watson?
All right. I guess she doesn't need to worry about that. Sarah does seem pretty thin. I don't think she needs to really worry too much about putting on any weight right now. Sarah, love, last night was special, just like me.
You mean the part where you fell asleep as soon as you were finished? That sure was special, Mike.
I'll get back to that later.
You'd better. How about tonight?
You've got yourself a deal, Sarah. Oh, yeah. My. Okay, this is just getting increasingly ridiculous. You do look pretty when you sip milkshakes, Sarah.
Stop it, Mike.
Do you believe in repetition, Sarah?
Yes, I do, but we hardly repeat ourselves, Mike.
And if we talk to her again, we get the same message, but watch what happens afterward. We get a point for that because the joke is we hardly repeat ourselves, but we made our characters repeat themselves, and we got a point for the irony. Is that irony? Some people are very picky about the definition of irony and what counts as irony and what's not. Is that irony, or is that just lighthearted humorousness? I guess that's not really irony. That's just more like, I don't know. I'm bad with irony. Anyway, let's talk to Watson.
Hi, Watson. Need some help?
No, thanks, Mike. I'll manage. Okay, let's wash the dishes anyway.
Can I be of any help, Watson?
No, thank you, Mike. I'll manage.
Insist on washing dishes. I must wash dishes.
Yeah, I kind of figured that would happen.
Breakfast was excellent, Watson. Honest.
Glad to hear that, Mike. It's always nice when your work's appreciated.
All's well, Watson?
All's well, Mike. Don't worry about me.
I didn't say I was worried. I just wanted to get all the messages from the game.
All right. I guess we've talked to all the characters around here. I don't think there's anybody particularly around here that we can meet, but now that breakfast is over, I assume that some of the characters have returned to their rooms, so let's see if we can, is there still a snowstorm outside? Yeah, it's still that raving snowstorm. Let's see, let's go ahead and come down here because these residential rooms were here on the west side or the left side of the game area. I'll go ahead and save the game just in case something happens. I'll say finished breakfast. I don't think we can die here right now, but still, just to be safe in case something happens. I mean, you never know, the game might crash or something like that. So let's see. All right, here we go. Now here we have Owen. What is Owen doing? It looks like he's trying to scan his fingerprints or something. I actually have no idea what he's doing, but that looks kind of like a flatbed scanner in front of him. It looks like he's wiping his hand back and forth across it as if he's trying to get a scan of his hand.
Hello, Owen. Hey, Mac, I didn't hear you come in. What are you doing, Owen? I'm checking my equipment. I want to be sure everything's in order for tonight's session. Okay. My, that's one big telescope you've got there, Owen.
Well, what can I say, Mike? Size does matter. Okay, I'm glad to see that I was not the only person who thought that this is going into uncharted territory.
Need any assistance?
No, thank you, Mike. I'll manage. All right. Guess that's it for now. Can we take a shower? Now that Owen's here, we can ask him for permission to take a shower. Nope. Still not possible. All right. What if the game will... Can I just say take off clothes? Undress? No, apparently not. All right. All right. Well, this is Charles Benson's room, but he is still not here unless he's in the shower. And actually, I'd rather... If he is in the shower, I'd probably rather not see that, actually. So let's go ahead and avoid that destiny and just come down here.
But that's terrible, William.
You seem to have interrupted their conversation.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You stammer. Hey, Mike, how are you? How can I help you?
Oh, it's nothing, William. I'll be on my way.
Meet me in your apartment later on, Mike. There's something I want to tell you.
That's okay, William. Meet you there.
In the meantime, make yourself at home, Mike. Look around, talk to people.
That's what I'm doing. I'll do that. Bye.
All right. Well, that was awkward, but there are a lot of awkward things going on.
Oh, hello there. Welcome to my quarters. But I must warn you, this plant I'm watering can be quite lethal when it stings you, Ben Green says.
Thanks for the warning, you say.
Maybe that's why the door was locked before, because remember we had that, I think I tried to come in here before and the door was locked. So let's take a look around. This is the room of Ben Green, the biochemist. If you didn't know that that was his profession, you could have easily guessed it by looking at all the plants in this room. Because only biochemists have plants. There's no other way that a person could just have a lot of plants. Like, it's not that anybody likes plants or anything. What kind of weirdo would like plants enough to have them in their residence unless they were a biochemist, right? Ben Green is watering the plants. Let's look at the plants. Ben Green brought a lot of plants along. Okay, that's nice. Can I get maybe a more detailed description of some of them? Can I get a plant? Can I eat the plant? No. Can I, can I frotterate with the plant? And actually, I don't know if that's the correct way to spell that word. But it's probably for the best that the game doesn't know that word. Anyway, what is that thing moving on the table? That looks like an ant farm. Is that an ant farm? That is an ant farm. You shiver when you look at the red ants swarming around in their farm. You never were enthusiastic about ants. Can we get some ants? Try to get them and they'll get you. Can we eat the ants? No. Can we kill the ants? Okay, well, I don't think we can do that because everybody watching this video is going to see that we didn't kill the ants. Let me see. Let me look on the table here. It's an ant farm and some plants. I don't mean that table. I mean this. What do I call this? It's not a dresser. Oh, here we go. Oh, the cupboard. It's not really a cupboard. It's a nightstand or a night table. But okay. On the top of this cupboard lies a book called Gardening No Longer a Myth. Can I get the book? I think it would be better if you just stick to your comics. I'm going to make the assumption that our character Mike is not the Not the brightest tool in the shed, or the sharpest light bulb in the socket, or whatever an appropriate idiom would be. It contains what? Bedtime stories about gardening? Okay. Or like Night of the Triffids or something like that. Okay, this is just getting pretty weird. I want to leave, but before I do that, I'll just go and save here quickly because I want to see if I actually die if I touch these plants. No? Touch plant? No? Oh, I'm disappointed. I thought maybe I could die if I... Ouch! The thorns of this plant sting you. I done got stinged by a plant. You feel kind of funny. Oh, you're a real funny guy. You had no idea you could moonwalk. What the... Okay, pretty sure there's not any type of plant in the world that actually does that. Actually, I just realized that's probably the most stupidly obvious thing I could have said. I'm sorry. How about that, eh? Mother Nature sure works in mysterious ways. But nevertheless, you make a nice fountain. Isn't that your brain floating on top? Yeah, okay. Good thing I saved my game. Let's go ahead and come back here and let's just get out of this room for now. Goodbye, Dr. Biochemist Researcher Man. Let's come in here and see what we have going on in here. This is, wait, is this? This is our room. Can we take another shower? Can I take my clothes off? You're already dressed. I know, I was trying to take them off. Oh, I think because I typed to take clothes off, it thinks that I meant just take clothes. No time for that now. What do you mean no time for that now? It's not like we're in a hurry to do anything, are we? Alright. Okay. Alright. Alright. Let's see. And this is yes, the Jin Sung, this is Dr. Jin Sung Lee's room, and Dr. Lee does not appear to be here yet. I'm not sure where he might be. I didn't mean to type LOL, I meant to type look. I just accidentally pressed L again by mistake. The long hallway stops here. There seem to be some kind of stains on the floor and wall. These are oil stains. That's strange. Maxwell Mayfield never found any oil here. And besides, what is it doing indoors? Okay, now things start to get a little bit spooky. Well, that music was... I mean, finding the oil on its own probably wouldn't have been that spooky, but that music definitely contributed something to the mood here. So, well, in case you folks forgot, it is supposed to be kind of a horror game. I mean, like I said, it's not a super spooky game. It's not like the kind of game where you're gonna... you know, soil your pants or have nightmares, but there are some spooky moments in it, and this is the first of them. This is where things start to get a little bit creepy. So, well, this is probably a good point to stop the video since I've already been playing for almost half an hour once again. So let's go ahead and I'll just save as I'll give the most unimaginative save game file name imaginable. Found oil stains, and I guess that'll be it. This has been Enclosure, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that you folks have enjoyed. Hope that you didn't get too disturbed or frightened by this discovery of oil stains on the ground. And I wish you folks a very good weekend or weekday or whatever time of the week or month or year or century or epoch it is, wherever you are and whenever you're watching this. Take care of you folks. Take care of your folks. Take care of yourselves, folks. And I will continue enclosing in a future video. Bye-bye for now.